All right, guys, who's ready to crush it? Today we have a combination of strength and cardio using a ball. If you have a med ball, super. If not, a soccer ball, basketball, any kind of toy ball, or even a pillow will work. Everything is 45 on, 15 off for our strength, and then we're going to hit some cardio in there. So it's going to be good times. But before we start, we're going to get our warm-up on. All right, so everybody up on those feet. We are walking in place. Here we go. All right. So stepping those feet, pumping those arms. That core stays tight. That chest is up tall. Good. Everybody in my classes knows I like to start with a good walk in place, get our minds ready to crush it, right? We're under 10 seconds. We're going to go to a lateral lunge with an opposite hand reach and then like a cross body reach. So spread those feet into a straddle, toes pointed straight ahead. You're going to take your left arm and reach towards your right toe, bending those legs. Then you're going to come back to the middle. You're going to take your right arm and reach up towards the ceiling across your body. All right, good. And we're going to go back down to reach for those toes and then up and across. Okay, good. So when you reach down to those toes, you should feel a big stretch on the inside of that left leg. When you reach up and across, you're going to feel that stretch go down the front of that thigh, the front of that hip, and even down into that back if that back is a place that gets really tight. Good. When we bend that knee, reaching for that toe, your toes should be pointed straight ahead. Knees and hips should all be in a nice straight line, almost as if you're going up against a wall, up and across, big squeeze on those hips. Good, we're going the opposite direction. So right hand to that left toe, and then up and across. You can see as I reach up and across, I'm pivoting on that toe, my left toe, that I'm getting a nice big stretch as I squeeze that glute and big stretch on the front of that hip. All right, just because we're reaching across doesn't mean we want to let that chest, that back arch. We're going to keep that core tight, really squeeze that bum. Beautiful, guys. Nice work. Perfect. Focus on those toes staying pointed straight ahead. They like to turn out. We need to tell them not to turn out. All right, everything in a nice straight line as you reach down, and then reaching up towards the ceiling. 3 seconds, and we're going to a jog in place. All right, here we go. Ooh, my hips feel nice and loose. Like it. All right, here we go. We're on those toes. Those knees and arms are pumping. If you're not jumping today, you can simply march in place, nice and fast. All right, let's pick up the pace, get that body warm, that heart rate up, because in 10 seconds, we're going to overhead push-pull jacks. All right, so jumping jack feet, reaching up overhead, pulling those elbows down to those sides. Big squeeze on that back as you pull down. Big squeeze as you push those hands up overhead on those shoulders. All right, we've got nice soft knees. Our toes are pointed straight ahead, and you can always step side to side, keeping that belly tight, belly pulled in. All right, beautiful, guys. Hope your heart rate's getting up. We got 10 seconds, so push that pace. We want to be nice and warm, and we're going to some more dynamic stretches. All right. Now, we're going to put our right leg slightly forward and our left toes slightly behind us. We're going to take that left hand, bend at the waist, and reach towards those toes. Very similar to a single leg deadlift, right? I want that right knee to be nice and soft. We're going to focus on having good deadlift form. Our hips go back, our chest stays tall, our back stays flat. All right, and our belly button stays pulled in to support that back. Down, big stretch down the back of that leg. Stand up and squeeze that booty. Beautiful. 3 seconds. Great form, Kristen. Beautiful, Stacy. We're switching sides. Okay, right leg back. We just don't want to lock that left leg. We should just be going down, feeling that stretch down the back of that leg. We don't want to lock it out. Sometimes that can agitate some of our nerves. Beautiful. And every time you come up, you should be squeezing those glutes, belly button in, nice flat back. We're going to be, this is getting those hamstrings and those glutes ready for our single leg deadlifts, right? While stretching everything out, getting our body ready to work, we're going to a squat with a pull down and a big push up, all right? So squat, try to keep those knees in line with those toes, toes pointed straight ahead, big push up like we're Atlas, right? And we are lifting the world off of our shoulders. And then we're pulling it back down on us, right? As we push up, try to keep those shoulders squeezing down and back so those shoulders aren't squeezing up towards those ears. Beautiful. 6 seconds. You guys look awesome. Nice job. Chest is up tall. Beautiful. Now we're going to a lunge. We're going to step back into those 90-degree legs. Then we're going to step up and push our arms forward. All right, so down and back. Stand up, squeeze those glutes, push those arms straight ahead. Every time we step back, think about that second toe on that back foot, digging into the floor, trying to keep everything in a nice straight line. Get that body warm. Beautiful. So we're going to an alternating squat pop. So we're stepping to the side, reaching overhead. Whoop. Stepping over the side. Yeah, I just knocked my glasses off my face. That's cool. Right? All right. Now we're going to add 2 jumping ones. All right. So down, step up to the middle, down, step up to the middle, and then getting dynamic, right? Because this is moving toward our workout. Keeping that chest tall. Again, remembering to keep those toes pointed as straight ahead as possible, right in line with those hips. All right, this last one, we're going to get that ball. All right, toes pointed straight ahead. We're going to reach it out in front of us, swing it behind us, stand up and squeeze those glutes. So it's just a ball, kettlebell swing. Right, nice and dynamic, good, flat back. When you stand up, you're squeezing those glutes. That core stays tight as you stand up so that those shoulders lock in right over those hips. Okay? Belly button stays in. Every time you lock in. Keeping that back nice and flat. Good. All right. You guys are jogging in place. So our very first exercise, we're going right into strength. And our first one is just like that warm-up, except we're going to try to lift that left foot off the floor. So we're going to a right leg, single leg deadlift, right? Then you're going to squeeze that ball towards your body, squeezing those elbows up towards the ceiling. Stand up and squeeze the glutes, all right? Since we don't have a lot of weight today, with just having a ball or a pillow, unless you have a med ball at home. Julie, I love that you've got a weight. That's perfect too. Everything is total body movements. All right. So I'm going to get my second timer ready. That first one is that right leg, single leg deadlift with that row. All right. Here we go, ladies. So right leg on the floor, bend at the waist, squeeze that ball up towards the torso. Stand up and squeeze the glutes. All right, belly button stays pulled in. You don't need a lot of weight to really work. All right, we stick that butt out. And by being on a single leg, this is inherently very difficult because you can see my foot is not going back, right, to counterbalance my body. which makes it really hard on that right butt. So you should be feeling it there. Squeeze that back. Stand up, squeeze those glutes. All right, your next exercise, we're going to a squat. We're squeezing that ball. We're going to push it overhead. All right, as we push up, remember, those shoulders don't squeeze up towards those ears. We keep them down and back. All right, so squat, and then squeeze the ball or that way, push it overhead, pull it back down, back into that squat. That belly stays in the entire time. Our chest stays up nice and tall. Remember, those hips go down and back like we're sitting down into a chair, or as I like to say, onto a turlet, right? Because nobody wants to touch it, so you stick that butt back, okay? That chest should be at the same angle as those legs, if you can. Good, come on, 4 seconds. Squeeze that ball. Nice job. Next one. We've got a glute bridge on the floor. So lifting the hips up, squeezing the glutes. That ball is going to reach over our head while our hands are squeezing, and then up over our body. So hips up, squeeze the buttons, back down to the floor. We're going to reach that ball overhead, and then pull it back towards over your body. The whole time, the belly button stays pulling in towards the floor. All right. Our hands are squeezing that ball, and we are trying to keep those shoulders out of those ears. Big squeeze, guys. Again, you don't need a lot of weight to really feel this. If you really focus on good form, good movement, squeeze the buttons, squeeze the back. Nice job. Back up to those feet. All right, moving those feet. We've got that alternating lunge with the chest press. So we're squeezing that ball with all we've got as we push it forward. All right, so down and then squeeze it forward. If you want to up the ante and make it a little bit more difficult, you can stand on one leg while you push that ball out in front of you. That forces those glutes to work just a little bit more, forces good balance. Squeeze that weight, squeeze that ball, squeeze that pillow, whatever you've got. Feel that chest work. All right? Nice tall posture, belly button in, 90 degrees on those legs. Beautiful. You ladies look awesome. Squeeze and push. Nice work. All right. Now we've got that left leg deadlift. So single leg, we're bending at the hips, and then you're going to reach that ball up towards the wall, away from you, and then stand up and squeeze the glutes. Here we go. Bend at the waist, reach that ball up, and back down, stand up and squeeze. When you reach that ball back up over your head, that doesn't mean you squeeze those shoulders towards those ears, right? Belly stays in. Chest stays tall. Working those shoulders. You can add some ball squeeze to this, really forcing those shoulders to engage and work. It also makes it a little bit more difficult for that left hip because you really have to work that counterbalance. If you need to, you can always put those toes on the floor. I call it a kickstand. All right, beautiful. Last strength exercise, we've got Russian twists. So we're on our butt, our hips are rolled towards our rib cage, our feet are up, and you're going to watch that ball as those elbows rotate side to side. All right, here we go. Side to side, touching those elbows down, exhaling every time. If you at any point feel back pain in this, you can put your heels on the floor. All right, and you don't have to lean as far back. You only lean as far back as you can without having any back pain, right? Having good rotation, following that ball. Try to keep that chest up nice and tall. We all want to kind of turn into like a crumpled up cashew, right? curling in towards ourselves. Under 10 seconds. Breathe. Keep squeezing. Keep working. Nice job. All right. Up on those feet. Get those feet moving. We're moving into our cardio burst. We have that ball kettlebell swing just like warm-ups. All right? So get that ball ready. Toes pointed straight ahead. Swing that ball back. And then stand up and squeeze those glutes. Hands out in front of you. Lock it in. It might not weigh a lot, right? But this is a great opportunity to make sure your form is absolutely perfect. We're squeezing our glutes with all we've got. We're locking it in nice and tall, almost feeling like a plank. Beautiful. Just like warm-ups now, we got 30 seconds of that push-pull jacks. All right, but we're on our break, so keep those feet moving. Don't want to let that heart rate come down. 3 seconds, we're going to this push-pull jacks. Here we go. With that ball, so that means whether you've got that weight or ball or pillow, you are squeezing it the entire time, putting pressure on it. Don't forget to breathe. Don't forget, you can always take out the jump and step side to side. All right? Push it. Soft knees. Knees in line with those toes. Toes pointed straight ahead. Beautiful. All right. Next exercise. Keep those feet moving. We have pop squats, just like warm-up. Feet out to the side. Reach that ball up overhead. All right, here we go. Up and down, feet out and in, as much as you can. Focus on keeping those toes pointed straight ahead. Those feet are gonna go a little bit wider in that squat. Beautiful, guys. I like it. And remember, you can always step it out to the sides, making sure every time you hit that standing position, you're squeezing those glutes. 30 seconds. Beautiful. Last cardio exercise. We've got that ball, and we're rotating it into a slam. So we're rotating those feet, slanting that ball down. All right? Here we go. Side to side. Throw that ball or pillow through the floor. If you have a weight in your hand, you can hold on to it. Just throw it down. Stand it up. All right? When those elbows come towards your body, as you throw down, you're squeezing that back. All right? 8 seconds. Throw it down. Right? Here we go. Nice job. That's our circuit. Strength, then cardio. Right? We're going right back into that right leg deadlift with a row. Beautiful work. Here we go. Right leg down. Big squeeze as you pull that ball or weight up towards your body. Nose is pointed straight towards the ground. Remember, you can always kickstand with those toes of that left leg. We're keeping that left leg right underneath our hips, so it makes it that much harder to balance. Squeeze that weight. Squeeze those elbows towards the ceiling. Nice job, guys. Squeeze those glutes every time you stand up. Beautiful. All right. Squat with that overhead press. Hey, baby girl, you're going to have to do it on your own. That's why I told you you've been needing to practice. We've got that squat with the overhead press. So down. Oh, I'm sorry, we're not jumping. Squeeze that ball, stand up. Whew. Squeeze it towards the ceiling. Beautiful. I apologize if you can hear my daughter screaming. Such is life, right? Chest up tall, toes pointed straight ahead. Every time, Maddie, everybody in my class can hear you. We're squeezing it towards the ceiling. Those shoulders stay out of those ears. Our core stays tight. You guys look beautiful. Focusing on that strength. 1 second. Nice job. All right. We've got that glute bridge with the pullover. Okay? So we're down on the floor. Feet in line with those knees, in line with those hips. Toes pointed straight ahead. Squeeze those glutes. And then drop that ball towards the floor while your hands are squeezing it. Good big squeeze on the glutes. And then squeeze that back. Maddie, you did a fine job. Please stop screaming. Beautiful, guys. Work the back. Focus on that form. Squeeze that ball. Keep those shoulders away from those ears. Big squeeze on those glutes. Every time you lift those hips. Not a lot of weight. Focus on that form. Beautiful. All right. Alternating lunge with that chest press. Okay? We're keeping that heart rate high. We got 5 seconds. And we're going to squeeze that ball or that weight or that pillow with all we've got. Down, squeeze. Remember, you hit that single leg. That much more work for those glutes, for those hips, keeping a nice healthy back, and working on balance all at one time. It's a win-win-win. All right? Squeeze that ball. Squeeze those glutes. This is up to you. I want you guys to feel like this workout you left, you gave it your all. Feel like you're going to pop that ball. Or wait, whichever. You got 4 seconds. Squeeze. Beautiful work. All right, we've got that left leg deadlift with the overhead raise. All right? Not a lot of weight, guys, but my heart rate's still at 90%. Okay? So you're squeezing with me. We're working hard together. Left leg down, right leg up, bend at the waist. Reach that ball towards the wall or whatever's away from you. Only reaching it as high as you can go while keeping those shoulders out of those ears. Try to keep that nose pointed towards the floor. Drive that heel through the floor to stand up and squeeze those glutes. Beautiful, guys. Keep working. We got 9 seconds. Squeeze that ball. Squeeze those glutes. Everything is total body, guys. Beautiful. Russian twist. And before we hit the ground, keep moving those feet, right? No reason to hop on the floor and sit too soon. We want to burn some extra calories. All right, now we can hit the floor. All right. Watching that ball as you go side to side. Tucking those hips towards those ribs. Exhaling. As you reach that ball down, you're keeping that chest tall. The further you lean back, the harder it is. The more you lift those feet off the floor, the harder it is, right? You can always put your feet down or sit up a little bit. Challenge yourself at the start and then modify as needed. 6 seconds, you got it. Don't stop. Keep working. Keep squeezing. Nice job. All right. Getting ready for those 4 cardio exercises. We got that ball kettlebell swing. 30 on, 15 off. Plenty of time to rest. Here we go. Okay, kettlebell swing. Stand up. Squeeze those glutes. Good form. Working on that cardiovascular exercise. Making sure that we're squeezing everything that we can. If you have dumbbells at home, you can go ahead and use those. 4 seconds. Nice job. Feet are moving again. We've got that overhead push-pull jack. All right? 6 seconds. I want our heart rates up nice and high, guys. All right, here we go. Squeeze that ball. Squeeze those elbows towards that chest. And then push it back up overhead. Nice and quick. Let's go, guys. Heart rates are high. Squeezing everything you can. I like that pace, ladies. I like it. I like it. Keep working. Keep pushing. 1 second. Nice job. Feet are back to moving. We got pop squats. All right. Getting ready for those big dynamic movements in 5 seconds. Working those legs. Here we go. What I don't want you to do is to reach that ball to the ground and stick that butt up high, right? Bend those legs. Sit that butt down and back. Step it out as needed. Going back and forth. Come on, 10 seconds. You guys look great. Keep working. Keep pushing. 5 seconds as fast as you can to the finish. Nice job. Feet are moving. We have those rotating ball slams. Going side to side. 3 seconds in that straddle. Pivoting. Throwing that ball down. We're reaching up towards the ceiling. Making sure those knees stay in line with those toes. Right? Making a rainbow with that ball as we reach up and overhead. Squeezing those elbows towards that body. Belly button in. 2 seconds. Nice job. We're halfway through, guys. That was round 2 complete. Get a drink. We're going right back to that right leg deadlift with a row. All right. Right leg on the ground. Bend at the waist. Squeeze that ball. Exhale. Stand up and squeeze those glutes. Think about that belly button pulling away from that waistband. Only going down as far as you can without rounding that back. Keeping that chest tall. Working on good form, right? Stick that butt out. Squeeze those elbows towards your body. Feeling that right hip burn, push to the finish. I wanted to finish that last rep. Woo! Back to moving your feet. We don't want that heart rate to recover too much. We're going to that squat with the overhead press, working those shoulders. Here we go. Squat it down. Squeeze the ball. Push it up overhead. Nice job, guys. You can do that nice, slow overhead push as you squeeze that ball. Working that squat form. Trying to keep those toes pointed straight ahead. Trying to keep them right under those hips. Keeping that chest tall. Belly button in. Squeeze the glutes with all you've got. 5 seconds. Make it burn. Good concentrated movements. I like it. Going back to that glute bridge with the pullover. All right. Moving those feet. Now we can hit the floor. Try to remember that good alignment. All right. Hips up. Big squeeze on that butt. Back down. Because everything is a big body movement, right? Everything is a combined movement in today's workout. You should be squeezing those legs as well as that upper body the entire time. Should be mighty easy because you have something to squeeze. So make it count. force those muscles to work. Be concentrated on those movements. As you squeeze those hips up, keep that belly button in so you're not arching that back. Nice work. Back up to those feet. We've got that lunge with the chest press. All right? I love it. You guys are stopping those feet movement. I love it. Never letting that heart rate drop. Here we go. Lunge. Press your hands into that ball. Push it forward. Working those shoulders. Working that chest by squeezing in. And of course, working those glutes and those hips by being on a single leg. Working that balance. I love it, guys. I love it. Right? Every movement, we're squeezing with all we've got. Finishing every movement with 110%. Concentrating on form. Concentrating on that balance. I like it. Left leg deadlift with that overhead raise. All right. We got 6 seconds. Here we go. Left leg down. Remember, you can bend that leg as you sit that butt down and back, and you're reaching that ball away from you. Nose pointed towards the floor, chest up tall. This is very challenging to do because you have to sit that butt back in order to be able to reach over your head, especially if you have a dumbbell. All right? So make sure that form is as solid as possible. Don't let those shoulders squeeze towards those ears. 5 seconds, guys. Love that burn in your hip. Woo! Nice work. Ooh, I like the sweat, Kristen. I like it. Stacy, I love that you're right back to moving those feet. You guys are killing it. Last strength exercise. Russian twists. You guys look awesome. Keep going. Make that core work now. It's been working the entire time, right? Because it supports everything that we do. Now we're challenging it to stabilize us and work side to side. Keep it up. Keeping that good form. Your chest is going to want to round down. Don't let it. Keep it opened up. Don't forget to breathe. Belly button still stays pulled in. Under 10 seconds. Keep working, keep pushing. Woo! All right. Ball kettlebell swings. Getting that heart rate up. As we push that cardio. 2 seconds. Here we go. Using that ball like a kettlebell or a dumbbell if you have them. Every time you come up, think of it as a standing plank, right? Squeeze those buns. Your glutes should be getting tired. All right, give them a big squeeze. Think of all that hard work you're putting in. What are your goals? It's the beginning of the week, right? What are you doing? You made it here today. Let's give it all we got. We have under 20 minutes left, guys. That includes like a 6-minute cooldown. All right? Overhead push-pull jacks. Here we go. Squeeze that ball. Push that rate. All right? Whether you're jumping or stepping, I don't care. You're squeezing. Keeping that form tight. Every movement counts. We're not floppy. We're tight. We're strong. We're beautiful. Let's go. 10 seconds. Push it, push it, push it. Show yourself what you've got. 4 seconds. Woo. We're going to pop squats. We're not stopping that feet movement. We're keeping that heart rate high. All right. 5 seconds. Here we go. Out. and down. Into that squat position, trying to keep those toes pointed straight ahead. Every time you pop those feet in, you're reaching up, belly button stays in, glutes are squeezing. We're over halfway. Come on, let's work. Push to the finish. Let's go. I like it. Like it. Woo. Nice job. We've got those rotating ball slams. 10 seconds. Active recovery. Never stop moving. Here we go. Remembering, the heavier we're breathing, right? More calories we're burning. Let's torch those calories. Force yourself to push your pace with good form. Rotating, big rainbows, big arcs. Bigger the movement, the harder that heart has to work. 4 seconds. Through the floor. Woo. All right, ladies. I love it. Right leg deadlift with that row. Last round. All the way through. All right. 2 seconds. Here we go. Butt down and back. Squeeze that ball with those hands while you squeeze those elbows towards the ceiling. Whatever you do, if you were pushing 110% before, you're at 150. Because this is our last time through. So your last chance to show yourself what you've got today. Show yourself you're going to make it count. You can push through the burn, through the heavy breathing. And you're going to love yourself that much more for it. I like it. Back to the feet moving. We've got the squat with the overhead press. I want some nice flat balls when we're done with today's workout, right? Because we've squeezed all the air out of them. Let's go down, squeeze, chest tall, shoulders out of those ears. Beautiful controlled movements, squeezing those cheeks together. Every time you stand up, belly button stays pulled in. Nice job. I love it. Your shoulders look great, ladies. Beautiful position. Breathe as you squeeze. Almost there. 10 seconds. Push. Push those hands into that ball, into that dumbbell. Nice job. We've got that glute bridge with the pullover. We're feeling this one right underneath, like right underneath that shoulder blade, almost in those armpits. Here we go. Feet on the floor. And obviously, we're squeezing those glutes too in that bridge. Really focusing on walking out those elbows as we squeeze that ball towards the floor, squeezing those glutes. I love it, guys. Squeeze, making those movements count. This is kind of like a recovery because I'm letting you lay on the ground. Here we go, 10 seconds. Make that back work. Squeeze that ball. Nice job. Woo. Back up. Lunge to that chest press, right? We're almost there. I believe we're halfway through the strength exercises. Here we go. Foot down and back. Stand up, walk it in with a big glute squeeze. Then switching those feet. Chest is tall. Even though we're pushing those shoulders out, working those shoulders, you're going to want to curl that chest in. I want you to keep it up nice and tall. Beautiful. 20 seconds. Squeeze and work. Just think, we're almost there. Beautiful, guys. I like that form. I like those tall chests. Beautiful. Left leg deadlift with that overhead raise. All right. Working those shoulders to the finish. I love how you ladies have never stopped moving. You're killing it. Let's go. If you can, single leg, bend, reach, squeezing those shoulders. It's a similar overhead reach, right? But because we're going against gravity in a different way, now we're working the shoulders and the back a little bit differently. We're also working that left leg, those left glutes. Beautiful, guys. We got 10 seconds. Love the burn in your butt. Love the burn in those hips. Keep the chest up tall. Beautiful. All right. Russian twists to the finish for the strength. And then we're pushing that heart rate up as high as we can get it in that cardio finish. All right, here we go. Russian twists, never crossing those ankles. I know it makes you feel a little bit more stable. Makes those legs and hips have to work less, likely on the weaker side that you have. But it creates imbalances. We want balanced workouts. Balanced bodies, healthy bodies. 20 seconds, don't stop. Challenge yourself. Watch those hands and breathe. 10 seconds. Keep pushing. Burn to the finish. Come on. Beautiful. All right. Under 3 minutes to the finish, guys. Cardio, we want that heart rate up nice and high. We're going to that ball kettlebell swing. Here we go. Bend those knees and big squeeze. Right? Good form. Flat back. Lock it in. Squeeze those buns. I don't know about you guys. My buns are tired. That's the way I like it. Let's go. 10 seconds. Keep working. Keep squeezing. 3 seconds. Woo! Overhead push-pull jacks. Every exercise, we're almost there. Come on, we're going to squeeze this ball together. Squeeze those weights. Get ready to get those feet moving. Here we go. Down and in. Keeping those shoulders out of those ears still. That belly button stays in. Those toes are straight ahead. We got soft knees. Come on, ladies. We're killers. We're reaching our goals. We're feeling good. Get those endorphins flying. 10 seconds. Breathe. Squeeze. Go. Nice job. All right. Feet are still moving. I want that heart rate as high as it's been, right? We got pop squats. Don't let it stop now. Here we go. Down and up. Whether you're jumping or stepping, our toes are straight ahead as possible. Our chest is tall. When those feet come together, we squeeze those cheeks. Big smiles. Big buns. Squeeze it all. Come on. Under 10 seconds. Breathe. Push. Nice job. Rotating ball slams. Not stopping with those feet. All right, I like it. We're almost there. Here we go. Throw it down through the floor. Making a rainbow with that ball. Rotating those toes. Throwing it down. Let's go. 15 seconds. We're finishing the workout. Push. Come on. Let's go. 5. I lost my ball. Oh my goodness. Nice job. Put the ball down. Get a drink. Deep breaths. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Stepping side to side. Swinging those arms. We're bringing that heart rate down a little bit before we go into those stretches. All right. Beautiful, guys. All right, we're going to go into that staggered stance. Left foot slightly ahead, right toes even with that left heel. Feet are like double shoulder width. You're going to lean towards that left leg. Squeeze that right glute. Feel that big stretch down the inside of that thigh. Chest is tall. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. You guys looked absolutely fabulous today. Beautiful, beautiful work. Now we get to stretch it out. Enjoy slowing it down. Enjoy that nice sweat we've got. Beautiful. Switching sides. Right foot comes forward. Left foot back in line with those right heels. Slightly into the right side. Big squeeze on those glutes. Feeling that stretch. Down that left hip. Inside that left thigh. Try to keep those toes pointed straight ahead. That's going to help you really feel this stretch. And hold it until you either feel a release or about 30 seconds at least. Beautiful. All right, we're coming down to the floor. Going into that lunge position. 90 degrees on the legs. I know my stretches always look pretty similar, but we do a lot of total body. We're tucking those back toes, squeezing those glutes, nice tall chest. Feeling a big stretch down the front of that hip. That's also going to go down the front of that thigh because those toes are tucked under, all right? We're keeping that nice tall chest. If you feel like you're not getting a huge stretch here, you can reach your hand up towards the ceiling. The key to that is that doesn't mean that I want them arching that back and sticking that butt out, right? We're still squeezing those buns and reaching up. For me, I feel a nice deeper stretch when I reach up. Feels so good. And just think, you're still squeezing the glutes. That's a win too, right? We're keeping good posture, and that's what's key here. All right, switching sides. Right leg forward. Big squeeze, making sure that we hit that right posture first, squeezing those glutes, tucking those hips, feeling that stretch down in front of that hip, down into that thigh, and then as long as you can keep those hips tucked under and those glutes squeezed, you can reach up towards the ceiling. Feel it add into that stretch, and if it doesn't add into the stretch, then you can just take the reach out. No big deal. Beautiful. Couple more seconds holding that position. Good. All right, coming down to both knees. We're going to reach those hands. Those toes are still tucked under. You're going to sit that butt back and push those shoulders down towards the floor. This should be a nice big stretch through the back side of your back, like almost along the side of your back, down by your shoulder blades. If you want to feel a deeper stretch, you can point those thumbs up towards the ceiling and bring the hands closer together. Beautiful. Nice job. Breathe. Good. Now we're going to stay in the same position, but our hands are going to go out wide, out to the side. Slight bend in those arms, kind of like this, right? And you're pushing that chest towards the floor. So you get a nice big stretch now through the front of your chest, through the front of those shoulders. Belly button stays in. Pushing that head towards the floor. Nice big stretch on that chest. Great job, guys. Beautiful. All right. One last stretch for that butt, because we worked it a lot, right? You can either lie on your back and put your right heel on that left knee, like right above the knee, and cross that knee. That knee is going to be towards that left shoulder. You can squeeze that knee towards your hip, your left hip, or you can go into that figure 4 with the foot up on the wall or up on the couch, and then pushing that right leg away from you or towards you, whatever feels best. Because I don't want to move my computer around to show you guys. I'm just going to stay with my back flat on the floor, squeezing that knee towards my body while keeping my right heel on my left leg. All right, we're going to switch sides. Left heel comes right above my right knee. That makes my left knee point towards my right shoulder. And I take my right hand and pull that right knee towards my body while keeping my left hip on the floor. And know it's a lot to remember. If it's easier, you can go into that figure 4 with that right foot up on the wall. Cross that left ankle over the knee and push or pull that left knee away from your body or towards your body, as long as you're feeling it in that hip. Alrighty, guys. Beautiful, beautiful work today. You guys killed it. Drink lots of water, healthy, lean proteins every single meal, right? 25 to 40 grams, leafy green vegetables. Kill it. You guys are killing it in your workouts. Now, refuel and recover your body so that every workout feels this good. All right? You guys let me know what I can do for you to help you reach your goals. Keep killing it.